Hey y'all, what's up? It's time for a very special edition of the reviews on 2's with the big boy Insane Shoes. So today we got a special request to do the latest song from our brother David Pataconi. This
Love
is
that
his
guy.
latest song. We do, yes, we absolutely love David Pataconi. This is his newest song. It's been out for a couple months now, but we're gonna do it for him. This is "You Alone" featuring Turn in Line and Theo Taryn. Now, if you know anything about David Pataconi and Theo Taryn and Turn in Line, this is basically a David Pataconi song featuring David Pataconi and Monica Sully from Theo Taryn. Because
Oh,
Turn in Line and Theo Taryn are both David Pataconi projects. So,
yes.
I mean, bro, what do you think of the song?
Oh man. For a 90s music nerd like me who grew up listening to bands like Nine Inch Nails, this was like worship music for that generation. Like I loved the electronic like musicianship of it, like how he had just this kind of synth vibe to it. And
Yep.
then you bring him in singing, and then you add in Monica. Oh my goodness. Like, I know, don't hate me for this. This is basically like a Theo Tarn straight up worship song.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Essentially, yeah.
yeah, I mean, but everything that David does is always done to perfection.
I
And
agree.
when he releases a worship song, like I don't know how many straight up worship songs he has. I listen to a lot of his music, and I'm trying to think of how many just ones that you can say this one's straight up a worship song. This was it. Like there's been times where I have been down and just having a rough time. You throw this song on, I will literally go to this song and it will bring your spirits up just listening to listening to the vocals of it, listening to the
Yep.
musicianship. You can feel the love in this song, love for God, and it just kind of kicks it up that notch.
He's another artist that you can definitely tell talking to him. He has the joy of the Lord. Like, I know, so I think this is a standalone single, but I know the last thing he put out that I believe we reviewed was the
Yeah,
Lamentations EP.
yeah, yeah. Like I know that was a lot of worship music, but I'm talking like just straight up like directed. Okay, that EP was worship. I
Yeah,
get it. This is one that I can honestly say I could bring to my church, hand it to the worship leader, and be like, this needs to be played. And I don't think there would be any kickback from it. Like anyone would even blink an eye because you can straight up hear the worship in this song.
oh yeah. Now, what I'd like to see personally is I need a lyric video to this
Yes.
because I'm thinking about using it in Celebrate Recovery as part of our worship set. Like,
Yes.
that's how good it is. But back to the Lamentations EP, it's almost like because if people don't know, David Pataconi had a bunch of health issues befall him over the last few months, to where he's undergoing chemo, second round chemo for uh, cancer, and I can't remember which specific cancer he has. But anyways, like I feel like Lamentations was released prior to that, but prior to everything
Yeah.
happening. But it was almost like a setup for You Alone. Because think about it, like Lamentations was yes worshipy, but it was also very like dark for David Pataconi. Like it was almost like he was experiencing what he's going through now before he actually went through it. All
Mm,
the all the sadness from the health issues and whatever. So then you throw out a song like "You Alone," and it's almost like he's bringing all the focus back to God. I just want to worship you alone.
yep. Yeah.
And you're right. This is a very straight up Theotarian worship song, essentially. Very masterfully done, as David always does, you know. And with everything he does, he always points back to God. Always,
100%.
whether it's you know, I'm in this storm. What's going to happen? God, I'm trusting you to get me out of this. To just straight at you alone is very much worshiping God for who He is. You alone are God. You alone are my rock, my salvation.
Yep.
That don't bring tears to your eyes when you listen to it. I know it did for me. Like,
100%.
and I'm with you, Jason. I go through whenever I go through a lot of issues or whatever. I find it very comforting to throw on some David Pataconi or Relesser or Theo Taryn. Just something about the spirit of those songs always draws me back to God.
Yeah.
And this song is no different.
Yeah. 100%.
It's beautiful. People need to go out and buy it, stream it, whatever. I'd say go see David in person, David live in person, but he really doesn't tour. And it might be a while before he does while he's healing from these issues. And David, know that we love you and we're praying for you. And you can reach out to Jason and I, and we got your back.
Here for you, bro.
But dude, uh, this song is a 20 out of 20.
Absolutely. Like, I have my Christian rock and metal number one, number two set. This is my worship music number one right now. I'm here
Yep,
to tell you. This song is number one for me as far as like a worship song. Like,
me too.
I honestly think this is a song because, my wife and kid are not really big into rock and metal.
Right.
This is a song that I can play for them that they'd be like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Like that's
Yep.
this type of song, but it still appeals to guys like me.
Right.
So, anyways, that's all I got, bro.
That's all I got. So go out and buy it, like stream it, play it for all your friends.
Hmm.
And churches, play it as part of your pre-service music. Like,
Yeah.
there's no shame in this. This kind of music needs to reach more people.
Yep.
Like, we're doing all we can here on Rock for Him to spread the word. We need you guys to take it one step further and take it to your churches and be like, look, this needs to be on our pre-service playlists. Like, when people come into the sanctuary, they should be hearing this stuff because it's pointing back to God.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. 1000%.
So, I mean, that's all I got.
That's all I got. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in to this impromptu reviews on the fives.
Fifth, fives, yeah,
It's Revenge of the Fifth. Anyways,
yeah. There we go.
it probably won't drop for a couple days anyways because I got to edit it. But thank you all again for tuning in. And I just want to remind you all that if you're going to rock, rock for him. Have a good night.